What up, YouTube? This is Jordan again. I'm over here going over all the Mads that have came out ever since the PS1. I stopped at the I left off at the Madden 2005. Again, Madden 2005 was I mean, it was imbalanced. The defense was just too powerful, just way too powerful. Um, but people still seem to they still went out and bought it. They still went out and bought this game. Now, of course, not long after that, that's when the Dark Ages started. When we got the news about EA buying the license exclusively for 5 years, and I specifically remember an EA Sports person stating that EA Sports will strive to make the most authentic, most realistic football game ever during this period. And I also remember a 2K Sports person stating that this is a disservice to the consumers and the fans. Now, which one of those guys do you think that was right? I think we know. Anyway, at any rate, now we get to Madden 06. And of course, what we thought was going to happen, at least I thought was going to happen, is that after they had signed the exclusive license, EA Sports came out of the blocks flat. They really did. They would have been in trouble if they had not done what they did if in the NFL 2K6 had came out. But just like what they did to Madden 2001 that came out on the PS2, Madden 06 was basically a Ford Escort with no power windows, no power locks, and no V6 engine, pretty much. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing after they had signed that license for 5 years. Madden 07, still very shaky game, very shaky series. Still wasn't meeting up to our expectations. NFL 2K5 was still #1 by a mile. Madden 07 was, I think by this time, this is when the QB vision cone was about to die out. You know, the QB vision cone was a joke. All it did was give an advantage to the defense, especially if you had a skinny vision cone. That's all it was. You know, but although Madden 07 was pretty solid on the PS2 and the Xbox that is, but on the Xbox 360, the game was very imbalanced and shaky. Madden 08, Madden 08 was okay. They did some improvements. They implemented that weapon system, was really boosted up the gameplay. There was a distinction with the players in terms of their skills and their abilities. That was great. Madden 08 was okay. But that's just because the Madden 07 was just so bad. Not because Madden 08 had improved so much that it met our expectations. But also, this was the year that they all of a sudden wanted to increase their frame rates up to 60 frames per second. I wonder why they did that. But yeah, also Madden 98, fatigue played a huge role in this game, but it was okay. Madden 08 was okay. Now Madden 09, we figured that Madden 09 was going to be the bomb, but no, it didn't. And I vividly remember IGN giving Madden 09 an 8.8, I believe. They gave it an 8.8. And this game was just atrocious from the very beginning. It looked good, but the gameplay was just all over the place. There were glitches. You couldn't complete passes out towards the sidelines. Defenders would not defend the slant routes. I mean, it was just the defensive AI would the defensive AI were there were daydreaming moments they just Madden '09 was just atrocious. It really was. I don't know why it got an 8.9. I'm sorry. Excuse me, 8.8. I really don't know why it got an 8.8. But this game was just bad all around. It really was. I can't seem to put up a video of I'm sorry, a poster of Madden 10. But anyway, Madden 10. Madden 10, it sounded good in the beginning. They introduced Pro Tack, the fumble pile up. I mean, that was good. It sounded good. But once the game came out, it just didn't deliver. It just did not deliver. Pro Tack was pro flat, if anything, pro flat, and it was a joke. It was a joke. Blocking, they still could not get the bare necessities. They still couldn't get the bare necessities in order. Blocking was just atrocious. It was just terrible. I just could not understand it, why this game was just going up and down. There was a period where they plateaued, and I just, again, this has been just like with the 2K spokesperson had mentioned 5 years ago. This has been a true disservice for the consumers. And then Madden 11 comes out. Madden 11, I give him a little bit of credit. The game did improve, but it still has that Madden-like characteristics that just doesn't define authentic football. It just doesn't define that, And what really kills me about this game is that when I play it, I'm always wondering, what would NFL 2K11 be like right now? What would it be like? What would a running game be like? What would a passing game be like? What would it be like? Well, it'd be a lot like 2K8, only better. Yeah, And the longevity of 2K8 is just immense, and so is 2K5, definitely 2K5. But I just couldn't. I wasn't feeling it with 2K. I'm sorry, with Madden 11. It just wasn't fulfilling me. It just really wasn't. And I say all that to say that, yeah, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm seeing some other videos from Roselle and Moody, and they're pointing out some bugs that I missed out on, and I'm like, yep, that's all I need to hear. Yeah, on top of what I've seen, that just didn't add up right. The sacking animation is the real killer for me. What should have been a sack or a popped up duck pass, the computer quarterback can still throw the ball down the field because the sack animation motion shifts and gives that quarterback an extra half a second to get the ball off. That's totally unacceptable. Just totally unacceptable. So I'm not getting it, and I'm sticking with this game right here. This game right here is fundamentally sound. It's pretty much a diamond in the rough. 2K8 is essentially a diamond in the rough. Very, very authentic gameplay, very authentic play, the flow of the game, the dynamics, and you have to earn every yard, just like 2K5. You have to earn every yard, and the player-to-player interaction is incredible. It is incredible. So this game right here, I can't wait till they get the license back here in a few years, so we can really play some serious football. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and I'm going to get Backbreaker. I'm going to go buy that one, and I like that one. I like that one, and things are looking up about that game. But later on, I'm going to make a video about Backbreaker and give you my thoughts about that one. But the stock is looking good, is going up on that one. But anyway, I'm about to sign out. This is Jordan. Peace.